family, yeah. Where necessary, I change the names of organizations and people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In private.
Alright, so I'm in private, the hospital. I wake up the next morning, and according to my cellular phone, I awoke at 5 o'clock the next morning with a searing pain that felt that my right testicle was being ripped off every few seconds, thrown to the ground, and then squashed with steel-toed boots. Suddenly the bathroom door opened, and a short East Indian man who was a male version of Nurse Priya with a Hitler-styled moustache entered my quarters. Seeing me awake, he snapped to attention, placed his hand behind his back, bowed, and made his first words an apology and introduction. I am so sorry, sir, for waking you. My name is Matt, and I am your nurse. I lift my eyebrows, and he shrugged as if to say, yes, can you believe it, a male nurse? If you need anything to clean up or anything else, please let me know. I mentioned that I could care for myself, but he interjected, if you want to brush your teeth, I can bring you toothpaste and water. If you want a sponge, I can bring you a wet, warm rag. If you want to release your bladder, I can get you a pee-pee container. If you want to brush your hair, I can get you a comb. He stopped and looked at me sideways. Wait, what's wrong with you? Can you walk?
So that's the private experience.
Yeah, there's a part I'm looking for where this guy, my brother here, he decided to call me and I repeat the mark, but I can't think of.
That's your information while looking at the, finding a specific page. If you are interested in getting a copy of this book is now available downstairs I-95.5 FM and Sharon at Sharon's bookstore.
At the bookstore.
At the bookstore.
You too. It's Sharon. It's Sharon.
At the bookstore.
Have you stuttering too?
You can call right now and book your book.
Alright, this is where I'm about to leave the private healthcare, right? So this a gorgeous, well-dressed African lady with an air of aristocracy entered the room with humble apologies for encroaching. Immediately, she and my sister engaged in a diplomatic yet seemingly heated conversation regarding the bill, which was as long as a Dead Sea Scroll. From its length, one would have believed either that I had been billed for I had been at the hospital for weeks, or I had been billed by the second. Lisa pointed to various line items as she spoke. Yes, you see here on this line it says by 2 nights. Mind you, my brother only stayed here 1. And this detail here, where is it? The $1,800 for medication. And yes, the one for blood tests, and the $850 for the room. I would like a line-by-line breakdown of that, please. Thank you very much. The building, you could get an idea of what went on there.
But I tell you, Lisa, and if you don't mind, I went to a private hospital in the East-West Corridor. Lisa, sometime back when I was still with Noel. I went, but prior to my going to that particular hospital, a relative of mine had the same virus, and they went. So he is a construction person. You know, he went after work, and he got a bill for $1,000. Right. So when I went in, I'll be honest. I said that I am a construction worker, not water worker, not have you, because I was afraid.
But price on you.
Sometimes I just get a sense that based on what you put, you get charged accordingly. Right? So I just tell them I just come and work and do a little hustle and things. Right? But while I was telling the nurse that, we're taking information, another nurse come and say, hi, Wayne.
I was just like to say, you can't say that.
I'll blow my cover. So, however, I decided that I would want to know the bill. Because I already started taking my pressure and what have you, bloods and so on. I would like to know my bill before. We go further. They say, well, okay, they will need to go and talk to someone, and they keep back. Lisa, it was $2,700 and something. And I the person before, I said, well, with all due respect, I would not continue.
Yeah.
I said, I will not continue. They said, but why? I said, nah, you see, I am someone who doesn't take certain stand. And I feel this is a bit too exorbitant.
Yeah.
And I know that I would not going to be treated in a way that really value that at that extent.
Mm-hmm.
Understand your services, and therefore I wouldn't call, even on this program, I wouldn't call the hospital name.
Right, and it's private, they can charge what they have to charge.
I went and I spoke to a doctor via the phone, went to the pharmacy, spent about $10, and came back to work the next day here. And then go back, you know, and came back to work the next day. And that was going to cost me that night $2,700. So I find it's a bit little too ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you.
I mean, I understand the expenses, but I feel it can be really heavy on a system.
It can be, especially sometimes when you question it that you had such great recovery. I had one with a private institution. It was within the same time of me being ill and having to go to Port of Spain General, and then afterwards having a follow-up procedure done, and I decided to do it privately because it just wasn't a beautiful experience at Port of Spain, let's just put it that way. And so I said, okay, let's do it privately, especially with the doctor that I went to. And it was a big bill as well, but it also went on to that. The nurse asked me, I have horrible allergies, and the nurse asked me, are you allergic to anything? And I said, yes. And then she said, okay, you could spell allergies for me, and this is the nurse. And because she's filling out my form, and I said, well, hand me it, because I'm really very particular, because I'm allergic to medication, not just things that I can eat, so I get very nervous. And she said, anyhow, that important anyway, let's go to the next question. And I'm just thinking, if I get this medication, which is very likely I could get it, I could die. So you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you think you might experience something a little better, and I did not experience that at Port of Spain General. I experienced a thorough question asked, this, that, way too many. And then in the private institution where I had to pay an exorbitant amount, I was told, allergies important anyway.
But
so, you know.
I mean, it's how casual they treat some things. I mean, you know, yesterday I called to make a report, and it was treated so casual. The person speaking to me, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, people like that stick with these things.
That's it, that's
but
it.
You have been
writing from... Let's just take a 2-minute break. We just have a special break in light of World Cup, and we will be back and finding out more about this author and his book.
Welcome to B-Mobile Football Frenzy. First question, where gives you over $15,000 in prizes to be won, including TV handsets? B-Mobile Football Trivia. Goal! That's correct. Next question, name where you can win $250,000 in cash, plus free top-ups and vouchers from Sport World.
B-Mobile predict the score.
Goal! Right again. Join link and check press for details. Score big with Football Frenzy. Only from B-Mobile, TNT's #1 mobile network.
Major World Cup highlights in the FIFA World Cup 2006 on I-95.5 FM.
This is what changed the World Cup finals in 2006. France against Italy. The score 1-1. We're into the second half of extra time, and this happens.
Yes, and the assistant referee has seen something. Buffon has run across to him. There's been an incident here. I think it's Zidane, Mark. I think a head may have gone in there.
No, I say none of the officials have seen this.
It's Zidane's head into the chest of Materazzi. That's what it is. And Zidane, who was sent off in the 1998 World Cup, if the referee had seen that, he was surely in trouble again here. The referee has gone across now and he's had it in his pocket. He's been told about it. It's off. It's red. It's Zidane.
You've been listening to Major World Cup highlights in the FIFA World Cup 2006 on I-95.5 FM. Sponsored by B-Mobile.
Welcome to B-Mobile Football Frenzy. First question, where gives you over $15,000 in prizes to be won, including TV handsets? B-Mobile Football Trivia. Goal! That's correct. Next question, name where you can win $250,000 in cash, plus free top-ups and vouchers from Sport World.
B-Mobile predict the score.
Goal! Right again. Join link and check press for details. Score big with Football Frenzy. Only from B-Mobile, TNT's #1 mobile network.
Take 2 with Lisa Sargent and Wayne Chan on I-95.5 FM.
All right, folks, and we are back. Interesting that this is a very interesting interview that we are having here, and we're laughing with stuff, but it's also very serious as well. And I admire that you can make a comical